back to my channel. I hope you guys are all well, and if you guys are new around here, then a huge welcome to you. And for those that are new, I'm just going to do a quick update on who I am and what I do basically. So I am Anita Arora and I am currently documenting my pregnancy update. If you would like to see the rest of the updates, I'll link them here for you guys. I also do a few other things like just vlog my life, and I do some fashion bits. So if you guys will be interested in some of those things, I'll also link that here for you, and you can just check out my page over here. And if you guys enjoy this video, then make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also make sure you hit that subscribe button just there. That would mean so much to me because you'll be showing me your love and support. And I hope you guys would like to see my journey in my pregnancy, because this is my first pregnancy and I haven't got a clue in what I'm getting myself into, and I've not been brought up around kids or anything, so this is completely new for me. And if you have any tips or tricks for me, then please don't hesitate to comment in the comment section below, because I love reading your comments and just your advice and things. Or if you would like to ask me any questions, then please do ask me in the comment section below. Going back to the pregnancy, I am currently 36 weeks pregnant, and this is the bump situation. So I'm definitely growing and loving my pregnancy still. So if you've been watching my updates, you would know that I've actually really enjoyed my pregnancy. And you must know that the background looks a little bit different again. And this is because we finally decorated our nursery, and it's not been kitted out yet. It's just been painted and been panelled, as you can see behind me. And I absolutely love this room already, even though there's nothing in it apart from me putting a chair in here, which is from our bedroom. But we have our IKEA order coming next week, so hopefully it will be a little bit more kitted out for the baby to arrive. Even though I probably won't be using this room as much until he's about 3 to 6 months. But it will just be nice to have a space where we can come to when he wants to play, or just have me and baby time. Because if you don't know, we are currently renovating the house, and the downstairs is looking quite of a building site at the moment. So at least his room will be done where we can just come here and just be in peace, and I can feel comfortable with him being here because it's just newly renovated, and I'm just super excited to be spending more time in this room. But I'm going to stop rambling on now, because I'm sure you've clicked onto this video because you would like to see the update of my 36 weeks pregnancy. So I'm going to go in with my first question, which is how I'm feeling this week. I would say from the scale of 1 to 10, I've been feeling around a 7. I've been able to be active and finish this room, and I haven't been as tired this week, and I've been getting up early. My sleep patterns haven't been great, but I don't feel exhausted, because I can have weeks where I can do 1 or 2 things and I'm just exhausted, and it takes me a couple of days to just get back into a routine and just feel my energy again. So I would say I'm definitely feeling around a 7, and I have more energy, and I feel like I'm in a better place because I'm seeing things come together in the house, and we are getting closer and closer to completing the jobs that we need to do. So if you don't know, I went on maternity leave last week, and it's just given me more time to concentrate on the house and to just get the jobs completed that I wanted to do. So yeah, I feel a lot more positive, and just being here and being able to do the jobs that I wanted to do before the baby arrives. So that sums up how I'm feeling at the moment. But going into my next question, which is, have I got any cravings? And to be fair, I still don't have any cravings. I did touch base on the fact that I've been wanting seafood during my pregnancy, and that's just because I generally just love seafood. So I think I'm just missing having like sushi and smoked salmon, which I'm not allowed to have during my pregnancy, because if you didn't know, you're not allowed to have raw fish. And if you're having eggs, you need to make sure it's cooked through. Eggs are not my favorite, but the 2 things that I am missing is smoked salmon and sushi, because if I go into a shop and I see those, I'm like, oh, that would be good. But yeah, they're not cravings, like I'm not craving them. That's just something I've been missing during my pregnancy, because I'm just a big seafood lover, really. I'm not really a meat eater. I prefer vegetarian food, but I do love my seafood. So yeah, I still don't have any cravings at my 36 weeks pregnancy, and I don't think I'm going to be getting any either. So yeah, that sums up have I got any cravings. We're gonna go in with the next question now, which is, have I got any symptoms? And this week I would say I don't really have any symptoms. apart from the ones that I touched based on, like bleeding gums. They're not so bad this week. There's good weeks and there's bad weeks. Sometimes my gums will really bleed and sometimes they don't. Even though I do use a electric toothbrush and I'm not putting too much pressure on my teeth, but I do find that just a little bit of a knock on my gums will make my gums bleed. But that's probably the most I've had. But being in my 36 weeks pregnancy, I feel really good and I don't feel like I'm struggling. I can just be out of breath sometimes and stairs are getting a little bit difficult. But that's probably about it, which is normal because you're carrying like a load of weight on your belly, and I do have varicose veins, so I find my legs can be a little bit more lethargic when I'm walking upstairs, or just in general I'm a little bit slow on my legs. But that doesn't stop me and I carry on going. I don't feel uncomfortable, or it's not like I'm not enjoying my pregnancy. I still love every single bit of my pregnancy, if I don't say it enough in my videos. But yeah, I am still enjoying my pregnancy and I don't have any symptoms this week apart from being out of breath and just can get tired quicker. That's probably about it. But now we're gonna go in and talk about the beautiful bump, which is here. And I've definitely got bigger and bigger, and this is probably a better view of it because the jumper's quite of a big jumper. So yeah, this is my situation and I feel really like it's just out there instead of going wider. I think that's just a sign of a boy. I think when you're having a girl, you kind of put more weight on your hips. Whereas because I'm having a boy, I've kind of just come out. And to be honest, I just love my bump and I love showing it off and I just love being pregnant. Like I keep saying in all my videos. I think you guys are gonna be sick of hearing me saying that I love being pregnant and that I love my bump. But we are getting closer and closer to the due date and I think I'm just gonna miss my bump afterwards. But I will have a little baby boy to distract me, and the one thing I'm not looking forward to is trying to bounce back into my normal weight. So yeah, I'm hoping that it happens naturally. But going back to the bump, he's still really fidgety, and I also have my weekly doctor's appointment and they just tell me that everything is good. He is head down, so I get a lot of kicks in the ribs and I can actually feel his limbs. It's so weird, but like I can actually feel his like movements, and it's probably the weirdest feelings, and some of them can be painful, especially when he's kicking me right up here on my ribs. And that's usually when I'm comfortable in bed, when I'm just sitting up watching telly or I'm sitting in bed just editing, and I really feel his legs up here just like poking me in my ribs. But yeah, that can be a little bit uncomfortable, but I'm still enjoying my pregnancy and I love feeling him move because it makes me feel like he's good in there. The doctors did say as I'm getting closer to my due date, you might not feel much movement because he's just gonna get tighter and tighter as he's growing. But I'm still feeling a lot of movement, especially when I'm eating or when I'm driving or when I'm comfortable in bed. That's the times he would really want to wiggle. So yeah, that is the bump update. And now we're gonna move on to what I bought this week. And this week I was browsing, as you all know, in my local supermarket. That's the only place I've been going at the moment because we have been just concentrating on the house and just trying to get things done. So I haven't had the chance to go and browse shops in general just to see what baby stuff there are. And to be honest, I don't really want to buy anything until I've organized his stuff and I can see what I'm missing. But the one thing I didn't have was this healthcare kit, which is like a grooming kit, but also a health kit. And this is just a close-up of it. So you get a digital oral thermometer, a nasal suction sort of thing, a toothbrush, some scissors, nail clippers, a comb, a brush, and some nail filers, and also a carry case, which you can just pack it away in, because what you will find is these little things can just scatter around and you kind of lose them. So I like the fact that it comes with a case so that you can use the product and put it back into the case, and then when you need it again you can just go back to the case and you know where it is. So yeah, I just thought that this would be really good to have. I think the nasal suction thing is quite good as well, because I have seen some other ones where you have to suck and they just gross me out and I don't like the idea of it. But people do say once you have a baby, nothing will gross you out and you'll just find everything is normal. But yeah, I still didn't like the idea, so I'm gonna give this a go. And I got this from Lidl's, which was only 14 euros, I think. And I just think that was a really good price for everything that you get in it. You get 9 things in it, which is quite good. So yeah, I'm probably gonna be using everything that's in here, hopefully. But yeah, that's everything I bought this week, only because I just haven't had the chance to go to shops and have a browse around. And like I said, I kind of need to go through everything and see what I'm missing. And I also just need to get a few bits for myself to pack in the hospital bag, which I haven't still done. I've left that till last minute, and I really need to get my hospital bag packed because I am going to be 37 weeks in a few days, and I really need to get a hospital bag packed. So hopefully I'll have that done either tomorrow or the next day. But I have made a list on my phone in what I need to pack, just in case I do go into labor. I can just go to my list and just pack everything last minute. So hopefully that doesn't happen and I can be a little bit more organized, which I should have done a couple of weeks ago. But I've just been concentrating on the house and just getting the stuff done in here and making sure that the baby is going to have a comfortable place to come to, because like I said, we are renovating and I didn't want it to be a building site and bring a baby into it. So yeah, I just needed a place where he can be comfortable in, and that's what I've been concentrating on. So yeah, I rambled on a little bit there, but that's everything I bought this week. And now we're gonna go in and talk about the embarrassing. And to be honest, during my 36 weeks, I haven't come across anything new apart from the fact that I've really grown, and bending over is getting a little bit more difficult, like putting on my shoes or just in general putting on my leggings. I feel like when I'm bending over to do that, my stomach just feels a lot tighter. But that's probably about it. Other than that, I feel great. I haven't had any new embarrassing moments. Just the fact that I can't see down there anymore. That is probably the only thing. And yeah, I'm trying to keep on top of everything with shaving and just keeping myself presentable, just in case I go into labor or anything. But yeah, I really do need to start taking a little bit more care. Like my toes still need doing, my nails need doing. These are the sort of things that I care about when I'm in hospital. I'm like, you still want to look good and you don't want to feel like you've let yourself go. But if you look at the state of my nails at the moment, they are horrendous. And that's just to do with doing DIY in the house. And I really need to do my shellacs again. And I usually do them myself, but I'm finding the right time to do them because I don't want to do them too early where they need redoing by the time I get to my 40 weeks. So I'm trying to give it another week or so just to do my nails. Hopefully the baby doesn't come before that because I won't be prepared. But yeah, I definitely need to do my toes and I need to do my nails. And I also just need to keep on top of my shaving. So that's like the legs down there. So yeah, that's probably the only embarrassing thing that I'm just thinking about, is going into hospital and not being prepared in, I'm not gonna say looking good because you're going into labor. It's not about looking good. I would just say it's about being well groomed, because at the moment my shellacs have like grown halfway up my toes, so they just don't look good. And I feel like this is the sort of things that girls worry about, is their toes being done. I'm not too fussed about my nails, but I think the toes definitely, because they're just gonna be like in everyone's face. So yeah, I would definitely say that's the embarrassing side. Like I shouldn't really be thinking about my toes, but I am. So yeah, that sums up the embarrassing, and that also brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, then make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also make sure you hit that subscribe button. That would mean so much to me, that you're giving me some love and support, and you're helping me grow as a person. And I also want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has helped me get to 400 subscribers. And every time I see someone new added to my subscribers, I get so happy. It just gives me a huge grin on my face that people are liking my videos and actually supporting me as a person and just helping me grow. Like, it really does make a big difference. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet and you are watching my videos, then do so, because you also get notifications for every time I upload. and that way you won't miss out on any of the videos that I upload. So a huge thank you to everyone who has subscribed and has supported me throughout. And also, if you have any questions or tips or tricks for me, then don't forget to comment in the section below, and I'll see you all in my next video, hopefully, if I don't have the baby.